Okay, thank you. Hintay tayo mga 2 minutes pa. Okay, so 6:30 na. Start na tayo. Mag-check muna ako ng attendance para kahit papaano. 05. Insert. Ang date ngayon? 02. Okay, so April 2 na. So yan, check muna ako ng attendance. Adahyo? Say thumbs up, present, thumbs up, heart.
Present po.
Dayo. Okay, nandito na siya. Wait lang. Sige. Alday. Alday? Arada.
Present po, ma'am.
Okay. Wait lang. Hindi ko kayo naririnig. Naririnig niyo naman ako, di ba? Ayan, sige. Pero hindi ko kayo naririnig. Anyways, aspekto. Aspekto. Okay. Baryon. Baryon. Wala. Biko. Biko. Ayun. Late yata. Bundalan. I mean, late yung ano. Okay. Bundalian pala, sorry. Karilyo. Karilyo. Okay. Castillo Charis. Castillo Charis. Castillo Dominic. Castillo Roxanne. Saniza Elijah Shane. Cubio Kimberly. De Ramos Nathaniel. De Ramos. Di Makulangan Ralph. Espiritu Renz. Francia Angelica Faye. Francisco Jesusa Angela. Gloria Angeline. Gonzales Alexandria. Okay. Guarino Erica Kelsey. Icaro Shanley May. Icaro. Ilagan George Rafael. Ilagan George. Ilagan Roan. Ilagan Roan. Likop Kyle. Lumanglas Zairus. Makabuwag Janica. Magboo Blessy. Malabanan Micaela. Marcelana Lance Hubert. Mendoza Cassandra. Okay. Mendoza Maria Cristina. Mercado Angela Colin. Morales Arabella. Okay. Pagaduan Natalie. Pagaduan. Panaligan Rachel. Okay. Paranaque Trixie. Perez Jeriza May. Perez. Cordon Salan. Sadsad. Sanchez. Sanchez. Sayat. Tim. And Villaruel. Okay. Yun ba ta? Si Baryon. Sige. So, before ako mag-start, nakapag-check na ako ng midterms since nakapag-announce naman ako sa GC na magkakaroon tayo ng part 2. Though, hindi naman lang kayo yung nahirapan sa exam. Lahat naman, from O1, O2, O3, O4, O5, O6, and I think also yung O8. Kasi nagkaroon ako ng feedback galing kay Ma'am Ira na gulat din siya sa mga score ng students niya since kung mapapansin niyo naman, naka-base lang talaga sa lecture note. Tama ba? Naka-base sa lecture note, problem set, yung mga binigay. Doon lang kinuha. Tama? Yun. So, I think, alam niyo kung saan kayo nagkulang? Sa preparation, sa inaral, regarding sa problem solving. So, ipapaliwanag ko lang yung naging announcement ko sa GC. So, magkakaroon tayo ng problem solving sa Saturday. Your time. Sa, kunwari kayo ay 12 to 2. So, 12 to 2, same, 6 yung problem solving, numbers of problems. Yung pointing system, iniba ko lang. Iniba ko yung pointing system. Kaya siya, pero 6 problems din siya. Iniba ko lang yung pointing system. Then, up to 60 pa rin yung points. Kasi, ang plano ni ma'am is papalitan yung naka-record sa inyong problem solving. Kasi, ang hirap maghatak ng grades kapag ganito ka medyo kababa yung scores ng students. So, my target is mapataas nyo pa. Kaya bibigyan ko pa kayo ng isa pang chance. Alaman nyo na yung mga lapses nyo nitong midterm. So, dun kayo mag-focus. And, ano ba? May nagtanong sa akin kung meron akong formula. Ang gagawin ko lang, as much as I can, ibabalik ko lahat nung binigay sa inyo. Tandaan niyo ba may binayaran kayo? Okay. Hindi ko tinapon yung mga test papers nyo. Nasa akin 'yon. So, during your exam, before your exam, ibabalik ko sa inyo isa-isa 'yon. Pero tatanggalin niyo yung problems, yung exam mismo, yung questionnaires ng midterms. Tatanggalin niyo 'yon, then babalik niyo sa akin. Ang maiiwan sa inyo ulit is yung tables, yung formula. Bukod pa sa Paris na dadalhin niyo. Okay? Naintindihan? So, sa mga nagtatangka na magsulat sa Paris, galing-galingan na lang. Para hindi mahuli ni ma'am. Kasi kapag nahuli kayo ni ma'am, ay pasensyahan tayo. Okay? Kasi si ma'am naman gumagawa din ng paraan niya para makapasa kayo. Pero no need na para isulat pa yon. Okay? Kasi nasa sa atin naman yun kung basta meron tayong kumbaga keywords yan. No need na magsulat. Ano pa ba? So yung exam ninyo is problem solving lang, good for 2 hours. Pero dun sa special exam ko, 8 problems yon. 8 yata, 8 problems yon. Then, yung 8 problems na yon is 1 to 100 ang points. Okay. So, yung mga part 2, 60, ang total lang nun is 60, then 6 problems. Yung sa special exam ko is 1 to 100, pero 8 problems. Okay? So, kung matatanungin niyo ako, sino exempted, kasi nag-announce ako na exempted, based sa record ko, ang naka-line of 5 lang sa ating exam is si Mr. Ralph Raymond de Macalangan. So, I give him the option to not take my part 2 exam since ito naman ay okay na para sa akin kasi madali lang naman tong iangat. Pero kung tatanungin niyo ako, ang lowest sa section nyo is hindi lang iisa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 yung nakakuha ng mababang score. Line of 1 actually. So, may mga sa problem solving para lang magkaroon kayo ng ma-picture out nyo muna anong naging grading system ni ma'am. Bawat sulat ninyo sa problem set, nagbibigay ako ng 1 point. Basta may nakita kong sulat doon, maliban na nga lang kung given lang yung nakasulat, Hindi ako naglagay ng points sa, pero yung mga nag-try, yung mga medyo malalapit dun sa ano, sa tawag ito, medyo malalapit dun sa tawag ito, sa sagot, chine-checkan ko siya, binabasa ko lang ng 1 point. Then, dun sa mga walang negative, pero kailangan ng negative, yung mga negative, binabawasan ko lang siya ng 0.25. So, kaya doon sa problem set, meron kayong makikita na may meron mga students na nagsagot lang, 2 problems lang yung nasagutan, kaya 2 points lang yung nabigay ko. Pero, ang feeling ko pinakamataas talaga sa problem solving si Di Makulangan. Siya yung medyo naka-line of, may plus point pa ba wala pang plus point si Di Makulangan na pure kanyang sagot. So, kung siya ay kung siya ay Mr. Di Makulangan, may plus 10 ka ba?
Opo, ma'am.
Ay, sorry, hindi kita marinig. Ay! Yan. May plus points ka ba? Sorry, again. Meron. Ba't parang wala dito sa akin? Sige, review ko to. Pagka may plus 10 na to, baka 62 pa to. Kasi naka-record sa akin 52 pero walang plus 10. Anyways, yon. Then, ang sumunod na, line of 5, ang sumunod na is line of 4. So, let's see. Ngayong gabi, magbibigay si ma'am ng mga plus 1, plus 2. Kasi meron ako dito. Malapit na siya sa 50. Si Bundalian, Nicole. Malapit ka rin sa 50. Line of 4 ko pa para lang magkaroon kayo ng para medyo magkaroon kayo ng lakas pa ng loob. Si Miss Icaro. Parang si Miss Icaro, mataas yung grade niya sa problem solving nito. Isa pa, line of 4 ko, Icaro, yun lang. Icaro and Bundalian. So, sila yung sumunod. So, sila yung top 3. Si Di Makulangan, Bundalian, and Icaro. The rest ay line of 2, 3, and 1. Marami ay 2 and 1. Line of 2 and 1. Kahit may plus 10 points ka, so sa problem solving talaga kayo nahirapan. Kaya binibigyan ko kayo ng second chance. Okay? Kahit makaano lang kayo, 30 points. Sa problem solving, makuha nyo lang yung isang malaking puntos doon. Sayang yung methanol synthesis. Dapat, naturo ko naman yun ng isa-isa. Na-solve natin isa-isa yon. Ang pinalitan lang doon is yung temperature. Diba? So, siguro na mental block lang kayo paano i-solve yon. Na-discuss din hindi ko lang na-discuss doon yung sa problem set. Yon, hindi ko na-discuss yon. Ano pa ba? Pina-assignment ko yung isa doon, yung 3 steps na work, heat, internal enthalpy problem. Then, ano ba? Parang yun lang. Sayang yung methanol synthesis. Ang laki ng points nun. Marami nagkamali sa coefficient. Mali yung coefficient nila na ginamit, kaya may mga sagot doon na 311. Yun. Marami doon nagkamali. So, review nyo yan again. Ulitin nyo yung pag-review doon. Yun palang, yung halos doon pa din naman iikot yung exam ninyo. Nagbago lang talaga ako ng ibang problems. Okay? Sige. So, may question pa regarding sa part 2 na exam? Lilinawin ko lang, yung problem solving dito, kung alin yung mas mataas sa problem solving, yun yung ilalagay ko sa final score. Okay? Kung alin yung mas mataas. Pero kung mas mataas pa din yung una yung exam, edi yun na yung isasama ko. Okay, pero palagi ko naman medyo aangat-angat naman ang inyong score sa part 2 since nagkaroon na kayo ng idea sa midterms. Sige. So, may tanong pa? Yung nakaiwan ng calculator, nasa akin pa. Yung mga Beshiwap, yung calculator. Hindi ko alam paano ko siya ibibigay. May dalawang nag-chat sa akin. Hindi ko lang alam kung... Sa inyo yun, 05. May dalawang nag-chat sa akin. Pero medyo naniniwala ako dun sa lalaking nag-chat. Una nag-chat sa akin, hindi lang ako nakapag-reply sa kanya. Please, i-send me PM ulit para maibalik ko. Kung mataga BSU ka lang naman, maibalik ko sa'yo dahil sa Alangilan naman yung sasakyan ko. Okay, doon naman ako nagpa-park. Nakita ko si Di Makulangan ka pala kahapon. Early morning. Aga mo, Beshiwap. Alas 5:40 pasado pa lang yun. Papasok na yata siya ng school. Ang aga naman. Papasok pa lang nun ako sa trabaho. Sasakay pa lang ako ng shuttle papunta sa JG. So, ako naman nagpasa po ng P-sets. So ikaw pala ang alay, kaya pala maaga. Si Beshiwap. Anyways. So, tapos na yung midterms, pero hindi pa rin tayo mag-move on sa midterm. Kasi nga, may part 2 pa. So, yung part 2, target ko talaga sana makapasa na kayo. Ang hint ko sa inyo, aralin niyo yung nasa midterm. Doon kayo mag-focus. Pero hindi lahat. Mali pala. Aralin niyo yung nasa lecture note. Okay? Aralin niyo yung nasa lecture note. Then, gawin yung guide yung nasa midterm. Okay? Gawin niyo lang guide yung nasa midterm. Yun. Yun na yung clue ko. Para makapasa kayo. Tapos, nasabi ko naman yun kay Ate Ira na nasabi ko sa kanya, Ma'am, magpapapart 2 ako kasi medyo mababa talaga yung scores ng students ko. So, mahirap kung iisa lang ang ipapasa ko sa termo. Aba naman. So, I'm giving you another chance. I'm giving you another chance para makabawi kayo sa midterms. Kasi sayang. Basta nabigyan na ng clue si ma'am. Aralin niyo yung nasa lecture note. Aralin niyo lang. Aralin niyo yung tinuro ko. Paano pagsasolve nun? Pag nakita niyo yung problem na yon. Nasa may problems na yon. Sige, para at least mabigyan ko kayo ng hint pa. Basta, aralin niyo yung nasa lecture notes. Halos kamukha lang ng midterms yung aking exam. O, yun ha, kamukha. Pero hindi yun. Hawig lang, kumbaga. Pahawig. Pero, doon din ang patungo nyo. Okay? So, aralin ng maigi. Nagbago ng pointing system si ma'am. Malay nyo, 5 lang yung 5 points. Tapos, 4 yung 5 points. Tapos, mga 30 points yung iba. Sakit sa bangs. Sige. So, to proceed, may tanong pa? Ma'am, present po. Mabagal lang po net. Sige, may ako mag-check. May question pa regarding sa midterms announcement ko. Yung PSET. Yung PSET utang na loob. Pa-check. Ilan na yung nag-submit. Kasi parang may hindi nag-submit Huwag niyo nang aralin yung heat effects of industrial reactions. Doon sa mga part 2, Doon sa mga part 2, huwag niyo nang aralin. Kasi di naman siya lumabas sa midterms. So, hindi ko na rin siya nilabas sa part 2. Okay? Huwag niyo nang aralin yon. Hindi ko rin naman yung tinuro, kaya huwag na kayo mag-focus doon. 6 yung hindi nag-submit. Alam niyo na kung sino kayo. Okay? Ano yung hindi nag-submit on time? So, anong gagawin ko sa inyo? Meron tayong deadline. Ano nangyari sa inyo? Bakit di kayo nakapag-submit? Anyways. Basta yan. Then, for your finals exam, so, ilang weeks na lang ba ang natitira? We have only 10, 11. Ilang weeks na lang ba? Parang konti na lang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Parang 7 weeks to 8 weeks na lang yung natitira sa atin para makapag-discuss. So, yung coverage ng finals nyo is all about second law of thermodynamics, production of power from heat, and refrigeration and liquefaction. So, 3 lectures na lang to. So, lecture 5, 6, and 7. So, yung lecture 5 is all about second law of thermodynamics. So, pag sinabi natin second law of thermodynamics, it's all about entropy. Ever in your life, nakita nyo na ba or narinig nyo ang salitang entropy? Nasa na yung lecture notes ko? Oh, saang subject ito? Saan? Sorry. FIChem. I think thermo is part talaga ng FIChem. Nandun talaga ako naniwala. Kaya itong lecture natin, alam ko, natakal na to sa inyo eh. Hindi ba? Hindi ba natakal na sa inyo itong mga discuss ko previously? Though hindi ko kilala yung lecture note. Yung ano nyo, yung tawag to. Yung nag-discuss sa inyo. Pero this is only a review. Kasi tanda ko dati nung pumapasok ako, ang thermodynamics at FIChem is halos parehas ng diniscuss. Magkaiba lang sila ng approach. Magkaiba sila ng coverage. Kasi kuturo ako ng FIChem/thermo ngayon, wala akong mga masyadong volumetric properties of pure substances, yan, heat effects, yan, wala masyado. Masyado kami. More on first law of thermodynamics. Yan. So, second law of thermodynamics, so this will be only concept. Okay? Concept lang ito. Hindi ako mag-discuss ng problem solving. Kasi sabi ko sa inyo, gusto ko ay, ang problem solving ko is sinosolve ko sa harapan ng students. So, kung meron akong problem solving ngayon, hindi ako maka-problem solving sa 6 kasi ano to, meaning ito ay exam ninyo. So, skip ako dito ng problem solving. So, 13 yung discussion ng problem solving nito. So, yan. Though yung problem solving naman is multiple per topic. I think mga 8 yata itong problems. So, start tayo. Second law of thermodynamics, chemical engineering thermodynamics yung subject. So, what are the learning objectives for this subject as this topic? To state the second law of thermodynamics in words and as an inequality of in terms of entropy. So, to state the second law of thermodynamics in words, ba't naulit? Naulit din ba sa inyo? Kinapapaste ko lang to kay Ate Ira eh. Nasa na yan? Yeah, naulit. Hawak niyo ba lecture notes nyo? Yan. So, naulit nga. Gulat din ako. To compute for the thermal efficiency of a reversible heat engine, so, makikita natin dito yung tinatawag natin na Carnot or Carnot cycle. Or kung inyong isi-spelling Carnot, pero base sa kanya, Carnot cycle. Or Carnot. So, yun yung sasabi ditong heat engine. Then, to solve for entropy changes for the ideal gas state with heat capacity expressed as a polynomial in temperature. So, kung dati meron tayong summary of equations for closed systems in ideal gases. So, meron din tayo ditong summary of equations for entropy changes. Okay? So, yan. So, to construct and apply entropy balances for open system and compute the ideal work. So, lost work, meron din tayo yan, and thermodynamic efficiencies of processes. So, ito yung mga topics na cover ng ating lecture 5. So, what the second law states all about? So, isa natin ang axiomatic, yun yung for axioms, di ba? Nabanggit ko ba sa inyo yung for axioms? For zeroth law, first law, second law, and third law. So, i-define natin yung axiomatic statement ng second law. Next, heat engine and heat pumps. Dito natin madidiscuss yung Carnot cycle. Then, entropy and entropy changes for the ideal gas states. So, meron tayo dito mga summary ng summary ng mga equations, lalo na sa ideal gas. Then, entropy balance for open systems, calculation for ideal work and lost work, and yung third law of thermodynamics, kung mapapansin nyo sa last part ng ano nyo, is define lang natin. Kasi related din kasi sa second law. Yun nga lang, parang, ano nga ba yun? Yung parang ang expression niya is kabaligtaran. Kabaligtaran siya ng second law. So, masa na yung aking ano? Okay? So, yan. Second law of thermodynamics, there exists a property called entropy. Kung masa-search ko kasi sa internet, ang entropy kasi is disorder. Okay? So, this is the disorderedness of molecules, components, yan, which for systems at internal equilibrium is an intrinsic property of the system, functionally related to the measurable coordinates that characterize the system. Differential changes in this property are given by the equation. So, ang equation natin for entropy is delta Q. Ano ba yun? Nasa na yun? May topic na ako. Yan. Delta Q of rev over time. So, where ST is the total entropy of the system and T is the absolute temperature of the system. So, sinabi natin absolute, this is expressed in terms of Kelvin. Okay? So, the entropy change of any system and its surroundings considered together and resulting from any real processes is positive, approaching zero when the process approaches reversibility. So, in mathematical terms, magkahiwalay ito. Delta S total is greater than zero. So, yung total naman natin is system plus the surrounding is greater than zero. So, tatandaan nyo, the entropy of the universe is always increasing. So, hindi siya nagiging zero. Okay? Bakit, ma'am? For example, isipin nyo, may dalawang kwarto. May mga estudyante sa loob. So, sila, pag nagkaklase, di ba may seating arrangement? Okay. Seating arrangement, yan. Pagka sila ay magkaklase na or aalis na sa klase, di ba? Kunwari may break, di ba maghihiwa-hiwalay na yung mga yan? So, nagkakaroon sila ng random. Di ba? Pero, yung dalawang room, ito, assumption natin, hindi magkakilala yung nasa dalawang room. Naintindihan nyo? So, by the end of the break, pupunta pa rin sila dun sa kanilang room. Okay? So, magkakaroon pa rin din sila ng kanilang order. Okay? Dalawang room na may both students. Ngayon, may isa namang setup, another setup. I-drawing ko na nga lang. Wait lang, kuha lang ako ng pen. Okay, I'm back. So, for example, yung sinasabi ni ma'am, may dalawang room. So, for example, ito yung students ng dalawang room. So, kapag ka-break, or any molecules naman, ano na natin, ang tendency nila mag-move around, di ba? Mag-move around. Pero, hindi sila magko-cross ng room. Kasi may boundary. Diba? So, definitely, sila pa din yung magkakasama. So, in terms of this one, meron tong tinatawag na order. Yan. Ngayon, kapag sinabi naman natin na yung isang setup, wala silang partition. So, kumbaga, kumbaga yan, same set ng students, for example, then magra-random movement sila, hindi sila makakabalik sa hindi sila makakabalik sa kumbaga magmi-mix na sila. So magkakaroon na ng randomness. Okay? Kasi kunwari itong student galing sa A, ito for A, ito yung B. So si A at B, initially nilagay mo sila doon, magkakasama sila. Pero dahil walang partition, magmi-mix up na yan. So, dito sa portion na to, meron ng A at B na students or molecules. Dito sa part na to, may A at B na student kasi wala kang partition. So, meron tinatawag na disorder. Okay. So, dito sa part na to, dito naglalaro yung second law. Okay. So, pagtagal, okay, pag-expose sa pag-random. Okay, so pagtaas ng disorder. So kaya sasabi na the entropy of the universe is always increasing. So this is the setup of the second law. So ito, hindi ito makakabalik sa dati. Hindi ito mababawasan ng disorder. Kasi mag-move lang sila na mag-move around, hindi sila makakabalik sa original position nila. Yon. Naintindihan ba? Ang ibig sabihin? So, yun lang yung concept nun. So, meron tayong dalawang tao na nagpaliwanag ng second law. Okay? Si Calvin Planck and si Clausius Clausius. Ano nga? Meron akong full name nila. Wait lang. Kasi iba kasi yung lecture nyo dun sa lecture na pinrepare ko sa aking students sa physics. Nasaan na ba yun? Okay, so actually, kung tutusin, yan ay 5 katao na nag-propose ng second law of thermodynamics. Si Clausius, si Lord Kelvin, si Ludwig Boltzmann, si Max Planck, and si Theodori. So, sila yung mga tao behind the second law. Pero dito sa topic natin, or sa lecture natin, ang i-discuss lang natin is combination ni Kelvin, ni Lord Kelvin, at ni Max Planck, and yung kay Clausius. Ano nga first? Wala nga palang first name. So, sabi ni Lord Kelvin, ito muna yung sabi ni Lord Kelvin. In a cycle processes, it is impossible to transfer heat from a heat reservoir and convert it all into work without at the same time transferring a certain amount of heat from the hotter to a colder body. So, sabi naman ni Max Planck, a perpetual motion machine of the second kind is impossible. So, nung kinonbine yung statement nilang dalawa, na-propose yung it is impossible to construct a device which operates on a cycle and produces no other effect than the transfer of heat from a single body in order to produce work. So, in-explain ni Kelvin na ang transfer ng heat ay nasaan na? Ay from cold to mali. Reverse. Back. From hot, nasa na yun? Hot to cold. Diba? So, hindi naman nagiging cold to hot. So, chat. Sabi naman ni Clausius, it is impossible to construct a device which operates on a cycle and produces no other effect than the transfer of heat from a cooler body to a hotter body. So, siya yung nag-prove na hindi possible yung cold to hot. Okay? Next. So, application of the second law to simple heat transfer. So, we have two terms, yung heat reservoir and heat engines. So, heat reservoir, siya yung nagko-contain. Okay? Or yung body. So, imaginary bodies capable of absorbing or rejecting unlimited quantities of heat without temperature change. So, yun sasabihin natin na bodies. So, the equation for the entropy change of heat reservoir is ito. Delta S equals Q over T, where Q is the heat and T is the temperature of the reservoir. Kasi, sinabi sa atin dito na heat without temperature change. Kaya ang kukuha nating heat ay galing sa reservoir. Okay? Naintindihan? Yun yung sasabi ng heat reservoir. So, for example, let the temperature of the reservoir be TH, okay, and TC, with TH is greater than TC. So, since QH and QC, ano ba yung H and C? This is hot and cold. Hot and cold. So, the entropy change of the reservoir at TH and TC are, so, i-combine lang natin in terms of TH and TC and QH and QC. We have QH over TH galing sa delta S equals Q over T. QH over TH is equivalent din sa negative QC over TH. Kapag kukunin yung delta S ng hot, and kapag naman yung cold is QC over TC. So, adding the two entropy changes, so magkakaroon kayo ng ganitong formula. Delta S total is equivalent to QC times TH minus TC over TH minus TC. So, ito yung simplified formula. For reservoir. Okay? Yung QC, yung TH, TC, ma-appreciate niyan mamaya. May figure kasi mamaya. Parang wala akong nakitang figure na binigay dito. So next, application naman is yung heat engines. So ano ba yung heat engines? Kung kanina, bodies, ito naman yung nagpo-produce ng work. Engine. So produces useful work that employ the flow of heat as their energy source. So for example, internal combustion engine and steam power plant. So in operation, the fluid of an engine absorb the heat of the hot reservoir. Okay? So produces a net amount of work. So discard heat of the cold reservoir and returns to its initial state. So the first law will then be W equals QH minus QC. Okay? So, since ito pa rin ay, reference natin is yung reservoir. Okay? So, this is the equation. I-highlight ko na lang yung mga binibilog-bilogan ko. Yung ine-emphasize natin. So, the thermal efficiency of heat engine is defined as the ratio of the network output to the heat input. So, network output is represented as Q and QH is the heat input. So, ito yung thermal efficiency symbol. N. Parang N na medyo mahaba. Ma'am, saan galing yung work? Galing sa thermal efficiency. Ito. Thermal efficiency. Galing sa heat engine. Then yung QH galing sa reservoir or sa heat input. Okay. So, tapos na tayo sa first part. Doon tayo sa second topic naman ng second law. So, nabanggit ko sa inyo kanina yung Carnot cycle. So, sa second part ng heat engine and heat pumps, dito natin i-define yung Carnot cycle. So, in early 1820s, parang nabanggit ko na sa inyo dito, parang naulit ko na sa inyo, yung tungkol sa history ni Sadi Carnot. Di ba si Sadi Carnot yung father of thermodynamics? Tama ba? Alam ko siya yung father of thermodynamics. Yeah. So, he's the father of thermodynamics. So, ito din yung natatandaan kong topic nung ako ay nag-aaral pa. Ma'am, nag-aaral ka pala. Nung ako ay nag-take pa ng undergrad. Ito, tanda-tanda ko si Carnot cycle. Ayun na ayaw ko nakikita si Carnot cycle sa problem. Kasi nahihirapan ako sa kanya intindihin siya. So, let's see kung may impart ko sa inyo yung knowledge ko regarding sa Carnot cycle. So, in early 1820s, Nicolas Leonard Sadi Carnot, 1786 to 1832, a French engineer became interested in improving the efficiencies of practical heat engines. So in 1824, his studies led him to propose a hypothetical working cycle with the highest possible efficiency between the same two reservoirs, known as the Carnot cycle. An engine operating in this cycle is called a Carnot engine. So, the Carnot cycle is hypothetically consists of 4 processes. Tatandaan na? Natakal na ba yung 4 na process na ito? Sa FICEM? Ito pala yung review lang. So, we have 2 reversible isothermal and 2 reversible adiabatic. Okay? So, dito, medyo hiniwag-hiwag ko na siya. So, the Carnot cycle, heat is caused to flow in working fluid by application of high temperature energy source during expansion and flow out of fluid by the application of lower temperature energy sink during compression. So, makakita kayo dito ng expansion, yung word na expansion, and word na compression. Adiabatic, compression, adiabatic, expansion, isothermal, expansion, and isothermal, compression. But, meron nakalagay sa unahan na reversible. So, sa Carnot cycle, we have 6 assumptions. First, piston moving in the cylinder does not produce any friction. So, this is frictionless. Then, the cylinder head is arranged in such a way that it can be perfect heat conductor or heat insulator. So, parang no loss of heat, yung ibig sabihin nito. The walls of cylinder and piston are considered as perfect insulator of heat. Heat transfer does not affect temperature source or sink. Compression, expansion are reversible. Kaya dito, mapapansin nyo, may reversible na nakalagay sa unahan bawat processes. Next, working fluid is perfect gas and has constant specific heat. Yeah. For the first step, you have a system at an initial temperature of a cold reservoir. So, ito yon. Kung makikita nyo, si Ma'am pala may mouse. Ito yon. Galing dito, at point A, corresponding niya is TC. Okay? TC undergoes a reversible adiabatic process that causes its temperature to rise to that of a hot reservoir at TH. So, nagkaroon siya ng reversible adiabatic, so Q is 0. Okay? Q is 0. So, pero meron kang delta T. Since TC rises up to pH. Okay? So, according to first law, di ba? Delta U, so ito lang yon. Ang key dito is reversible adiabatic compression. So, kinompress. So, according to first law, delta U equals Q plus W. So, for adiabatic processes, kung tatandaan nyo, delta U equals CV delta T. Then, since Q is 0, so negative Q equals negative CV dt minus P TV. So, ito, i-equate to sa 0. Okay? Kinuha lang. Ito yung W. Ito yung delta U. So, naging negative CV dt equals P dV. So then, since sabi nga natin, we are considering perfect gas, we have PV equals RT. So, negative CV dt, pinaltan yung PV or P Since meron naman tayong differential ng V, pinalitan yung P ng PV equals RT. So, naging RT over V. Okay? So, sinimplify ulit. Since we have i-cross multiply ito sa baba, kaya naging negative CV dt over RT equals dV over V. Okay? So, simplify na natin. We have CV over R. Ln, ano ba yung delta T natin? Initial natin is TC and final natin is TH equals Ln VB over VA. So, volume B over volume ng A. So, this is the equation, final equation for reversible adiabatic compression. Okay? So, take note nyo na from A to B or reversible adiabatic compression, gas is compressed. Tandaan nyo ha, gas is compressed, kaya nga siya compression. No heat added or lost. Q is 0, adiabatic. Then, take note also, this is constant entropy. Okay? Constant entropy. And there is a temperature rise on this step. Okay? Yun yung tatandaan niya sa adiabatic compression. Heat, Q is 0, constant entropy, and gas is compressed. Next, step 2. For the step 2, ang keyword naman dito is reversible isothermal. So the system maintains contact with the hot reservoir at TH and undergoes a reversible process during which heat QH is absorbed from the hot reservoir. So from B to C. So there is no temperature change. Okay? So constant T. Kaya nga siya tinawag na isothermal. So reversible isothermal expansion. So according to first law, delta U equals Q plus W. So alam naman natin, according sa first law, isothermal processes, delta U is 0. Diba? So we will have now Q is equivalent to negative W. Or negative Q equals W. So what is the formula for W? Again, PdV. Ito. Okay? So we will now have dQ over PdV. Again, considering it's a perfect gas, PV equals RT. Substitute natin sa P, we will have RT over V dV. So now, ano yung Q natin? Q is the hot Q at the hot reservoir. Kaya siya QH. Okay? QH. Bakit nasa QH? Kasi temperature at the hot reservoir. Naintindihan? So we are now taking the QH equals RTH ln VC over VB. So VC B. So this is the final equation for step 2. Okay pa? Goods pa? Naintindihan pa? Hello? Hello? May audible pa? Narinig pa ba ako? Okay. Tatandaan nyo ha yung mga explanation ni ma'am para hindi kayo malito sa sa Carnot cycle. So, step 3, the system undergoes ulitin ko muna pala. Sa step 2, tatandaan nyo, heat is added. Entropy increases. So, may entropy na tayo. Then, gas expands at a constant temperature. Okay? So, yun yung mga keywords. So, next, step 3. The system undergoes a reversible adiabatic process in the opposite direction of step 1. That brings its temperature back to that of the cold reservoir. So, babalik lang tayo from A. Kung ano yung temperature natin sa A, which is corresponding siya sa D. Okay? So, from C to D, we have the reversible adiabatic expansion. Again, according to first law, delta U equals Q plus W. For adiabatic process, Q is 0, no heat loss or no heat is gain. Again, negative Q equals negative CV dt over PV dt, negative CV dt over PdV. We have perfect gas, kaya sinubstitute natin siya dito. Then, we have negative CV over R, dt over T equals dV over V. So, ang pinagkaiba lang nito kanina is galing siya TC papuntang TH. Ngayon, gagaling siya ng TH papuntang TC. So, we have also considering the volume of the D and the volume of the C. Okay? So, again, same concept siya dun sa kanina sa stage 1. Yun nga lang, magkaiba siya ng temperature na pinanggalingan. So, again, nasa na ako? Gas expands. Okay? Hindi siya na-compress. Gas expands. But no heat is added or lost from the system. Again, this is at constant entropy and the temperatures falls. Okay? So, ang keyword, pag rises, temperature rises, this is compression, and kapag falls, this is expansion. So, last step, we have the system maintains contact with the cold reservoir at TC and undergoes a reversible isothermal process in the opposite direction of step 2. That returns it to initial state with rejection of QC to the cold reservoir. So, isothermal, constant temperature, then we have delta U is 0, since delta T is 0. So, we have Q equals W again. Same concept, but different heat. Ang heat ito ay galing na sa cold reservoir. And the temperature is, the reference temperature is the temperature of the cold reservoir. Kaya siya TC and QC. Okay, malinaw ang... So, again, for the fourth cycle, fourth step, this is the gas is compressed at a constant temperature. Entropy falls. Okay? And heat is given out from the system. Okay? Heat is given off. Okay, so for the Carnot theorem, for two given heat reservoir, no engine can have a thermal efficiency higher than the Carnot engine. All Carnot engine operating between heat reservoir at the same two temperature have the same thermal efficiency. So, thermal efficiency of Carnot engine depends on the temperature levels of TH and TC. So, ito na yung dalawa. This is the hot reservoir. This is the cold So, ang direction lagi natin is from hot to cold. Okay, so binigay lang ito yung theorem na to, na wala daw, you can, ano naman to, explain na, thermal efficiency is no engine is higher than thermal efficiency of the Carnot engine kasi nga based kay Carnot, ito na yung pinakamaganda na pinakamaganda na engine na yung Carnot engine. So yung thermal efficiency is napakataas na. So all Carnot engine operates between heat. So wala daw between heat reservoir have the same temperature, have the same thermal efficiency. Okay? So, combining the equation 2 and 4 kanina. So, ano ba yung 2 and 4? Ito. Ito. At ito. So, QC and QH and QC, we have RTH ln VC over VB over RTC ln VA over VD. And combining the equation 1 and 3, this is the equation, this is the equation, ln VA over ln VB over VA equals ln VD over VC or ln VC over VB equals ln VA and VD, we can now get the Carnot equation given by QH over QC equals TH over TC. Ma'am, saan ang galing? Ito lang. Check. Then, kinancel to. Kaya siya na-simplify as QH over QC equals TH over TC. Naintindihan? Guys, are you with me? Okay. Oh, wait lang. Sakit ang ngipin ni ma'am. Okay, for the recalling the thermal efficiency equation, di ba, na-define natin as thermal efficiency equals W over Q. So, for the energy balance, QH equals W, kasi kanina, di ba, W equals QH. Wait lang. Sorry for the interruption. So, kanina, W equals QH minus QC. Natandaan nyo ba kanina? Yung define natin. So, we will now have, ito, galing. Nakasulat din dito. N equals QH minus QC over QH equals 1 minus QC over QH. Kasi, ba't naging 1? Ito po. Equivalent to sa 1. So, given that the relationship of QC equals QH of Carnot cycle is equivalent to TC over TH, so we will also have 1 minus TC over TH. Okay, so this is applicable for the Carnot cycle or Carnot engine. Okay? Mouse ko. So for the kernel, uh, okay, take note nyo na lang to. Carnot principle. So, wala siya dito sa topic. So, the thermal efficiency, okay. The thermal efficiency of an internally reversible heat engine is always less than the thermal efficiency of the internal reversible heat engine operating with heat transfer at the same high and low temperature regions. Also, the thermal efficiency of two internal reversible heat engines operating with the heat thermal transfer at the same high and low temperature regions are equal. So Carnot engine efficiency of a Carnot engine approach unity only when TH approaches infinity or TC approaches zero. So, ibig sabihin, ang TH ay pataas at ang TC ay pababa. So, all engines operate at thermal efficiency less than unity, and two reversible devices working at the same temperature limits will have the same thermal efficiency. So, for reversible processes, we have actual thermal efficiency is equivalent to thermal efficiency of current engine. And for a reversible process, we have actual thermal efficiency is less than thermal efficiency of the Carnot cycle, a Carnot engine. And pag nag-violate naman siya or hindi siya sumusunod sa second law, so the actual thermal efficiency is greater than the Carnot engine thermal efficiency. So, reversed Carnot engine, wala pa tayong problem sa... Meron na ba? May problem solving ba? Nakasunod sa inyo? Sorry, hindi kasi ako nakatingin sa ano. Wala pa. Wala pa. Okay. So, for the reversed Carnot engine, when mechanical work is applied as an energy input, and heat may be moved from one energy value or temperature another value. So, ang ibig sabihin lang nito is parang binaliktad mo yung, for example, when saan ba? Wait. May papakita ko sa inyo figure, wait, para mas maipaking, kasi mahirap explain kapag walang figure. Hindi kaya ako mag-copy-paste dito. Di ba? Hindi ko mag-copy-paste dito. And then, saan pa ito mag-copy-paste? Wait lang. Pero naman kayo ano, di ba? Parang kayong lecture note. So, present ko lang yung isang figure na nakita ko regarding that one. Carnot. Hanggang 8 o'clock lang tayo. Wait lang. May batang magulang. Later, Miss Rachel. Okay, sorry. Asan yung figure? Nakita niyo na ba? Yan. Okay. Yan. So, ibig sabihin nito, sabi nila, kapag nagbago yung input mo ng energy or yung heat mo is nagbago from one value to another. So, nag-increase siya. Okay? So, tinatawag na siya na reverse Carnot engine. So, kanina, kumbaga, yung QH mo, nandito lang. So, pwede siyang tumaas. Okay? Tumaas din. So, ganun din yung explain kanina ano ba yun? Yung Carnot efficiency. So, related din siya sa reverse Carnot cycle na kapag ka daw, pwedeng magbago yung input mo ng energy and heat may be moved from one value to another. So, tumaas. Parehas yan. Applicable yan sa QH and QC. So, another one, Carnot heat pump. So, operates in a reverse heat engine. So, ito yung ginagamit naman kapag gagamit tayo ng reverse Carnot engine. So, the Carnot heat pump transfer heat from cold to warm if work is done on engine. Is done on the engine. Okay? So, we will know how yung tinatawag natin na coefficient coefficient of performance. Yung ligalig na po yung bata. So, coefficient of performance ay tatawag natin na COP. COP is the heat supplied to the cycle at a low temperature. Okay? So, low temperature and divided by the net work. So, ang symbol ng COP or coefficient of performance is yung W. So, ano ba yung coefficient? This is the measure of the quality of the heat pumps. Okay. So, wala na siya dun sa aking dinidiscuss. So, exit ko na ulit. Explain ko lang yung reverse Carnot cycle. Pabalik na ako sa aking lecture. Ano ito? So, nakita nyo naman sa inyong lecture note yung parang nga siyang itsura ng eccentric factor. Eccentric factor equals heat output over net work input. Okay, so this is the ano nga yung COP? COP is the measure of the quality of the heat pump. Wow! So, coefficient of performance or the COP. So, idagdag ko lang. Heat pumps, air conditioner, and refrigerators are heat engines operated backward. Okay, so yan. Reverse, sabi natin, cold service, cold reservoir to hot reservoir. Okay? So, for the formula of the energy balance, W equals QC equals QH. And for the heat pump, atin siyang EE. Galing dito, heat output over network input. So, QH over W. So, this is the COP or coefficient of performance for the hot reservoir equals QH minus QC over QH minus QC. So, we will have TH. Pwede din siyang 1 minus QH over QC. Ganito din yan, 1 minus TH over TC. Parang kanina lang din sa thermal efficiency. So this is applicable for the heat pump. Pag refrigerator, alam naman natin, this is for cold reservoir. So the COP of the refrigerator equals QC over W minus QC over QH minus QC equals TH minus TC. So pwede itong QC minus QH minus 1, TC minus TH minus 1. So, sinabi dito na cold, from cold travels to hot. Ayun, kita niyo direction. Pag-iyon. Okay? Yan. So, dito may sample problem na, pero hindi ko na nilagay since ang discussion naman natin ang problem solving ay sa... So, tatlo ito. Okay, so baka matapos mo ngayong gabi. So, next topic. Entropy. Kaya pa? So, dito pa lang ba tayo sa entropy? Ha? Kaya pa. So, medyo pinapaspasan ko lang yung lecture notes para problem solving tayo. Sa next meeting, hindi na ako nagle-lecture ng concept. So, entropy. Define ang entropy is a measure of unavailable energy in a closed thermodynamic system that is commonly associated with the state of disorder, randomness, or uncertainty. So, alam naman natin ng entropy is a state function. Meron tong initial and merong final. Ang path function, Q and work. Entropy will move in the direction of time in an irreversible manner. So, isentropic process, entropy of a system is constant during a reversible adiabatic process. So, di ba pag constant ang pag constant ang temperature, ang entropy, ito yung sa step 1 and step 3 ng Carnot cycle. So, adiabatic compression and adiabatic expansion. Okay? So, kaya sa tinawag na reversible adiabatic processes. So, Q of the reversible equals 0 or the total entropy of the system is equivalent to 0. So, kung makikita niyo figure dito, so, A, C, B, and meron tayong A, D, B. So, the integral of this path equivalent to the reversible heat, the delta Q reversible equals T, and the total entropy of this path is the integral of AdB path times the TQ reversible over T. Si Ma'am ay na bubulol na. Yan, hindi ko na ito tinipe. Kinapit-paste ko na lang. Kasi medyo mahaba yung ating equations. Pero anyways, so this is the entropy changes for ideal gas state. Hindi natin diniscuss yung Clausius inequality. Kasi meron din participation si Clausius sa entropy bukod sa sa second law. Okay? Masakit. Ngipin ko. So for 1 mole or a unit of mass of fluid undergoing a mechanical reversible process in a closed system, the first law becomes, diba meron tayong delta U equals Q plus W. So ngayon, ito na siya. Delta U equals Q reversible minus P dV. Then, we have also, according to first law, the enthalpy. H equals U plus P V. So, to combine the two, kasi i-define natin, ipapalit natin yung, yung U dito. So, naging DH equals, kasi bakit meron, ito lang, yung dalawa. Simplify, DH equals DU plus PDV plus VDP. Kasi ito ay delta H equals delta U plus delta PV. Kaya merong extra P times DV plus VDP. Ito yon. Okay? So, kaya meron DH equals D reversible minus P dV galing dito. This is delta U. Then, same, PDV galing dito. Ngayon, cancel out natin itong dalawa. So, magkakaroon lang tayo ng nawala yung equals. So, D, Q rev equals 0 to. Equals 0, dq rev minus dh minus vdp. Okay. So, eto na yung final equation natin in terms of second law of thermodynamics. Sorry. So, for the ideal gas state, nilagyan lang ng IG. So, this is for the ideal. So, alam naman natin, pag ideal gas, we have delta H, CP, delta T. Okay, so, alam naman natin, PV equals, RT na lang to. RT, so ito yung dalawa. Okay, so, i-substitute lang natin siya dito. Tcharan! And dito. Nasusundan pa ako? Inilipat sa kabila yung dq rev. Kaya lahat ay naging positive. Okay? So, delta Q reversible equals CP delta T minus RTP dP. Okay? So, ngayon, i-divide lahat sa T. Okay? Dinivide sa T ito. Overall, ito, dinivide sa T. Kaya naging delta Q reversible over T equals CP dt over T minus RdP over P. Okay? So, now we will have this one. This is another equation. So, simplify pa natin to. Integration from the initial state at the condition T0 and P0 to the final state T and P. Kaya meron tayong delta S or delta entropy of the ideal gas over R equals the integral of CPIG over R dt over T minus LNP minus P0. So this is the final entropy changes for the ideal. Wait lang po. Okay, so sorry for the interruption again. So, malinaw ito? Hello, okay pa kaya? Sige. So, yan. So, for the summary of entropy changes for ideal gas, so, ito lang yun. For any process, given this one, and for isothermal expansion into a vacuum, ito daw. For isobaric, constant P, so na minus yung ito, nawala ito. And for isochoric, so constant volume, yan. So, panibagong sa uluhan naman ito ng formula. So, for the temperature dependence, may temperature dependence na naman. Hindi kayo tinatantanan. So, alam niyo naman ito, diga, na ito ang general formula na. Nagkaroon lang tayo ng additional entropy. Okay? So, for the heat capacity, mean heat capacity, so ito na yan. Formula. Then, same concept, ito lang din yung kanina. Ito. Kinamitan lang siya ng mean heat capacity. Ito. Yun lang yung pinakaiba niya. Okay, so we have the final equation for the entropy changes for ideal gas. This one. Okay? So, yan. For topic, matatapos na tayo. Entropy balance for open system. So, unlike energy, entropy is not conserved. Okay? Diba sabi sa first law, energy is conserved. So, dito sa second law, entropy is not conserved. So, the second law states that the total entropy change associated with any process must be positive with limiting value of 0 for the reversible process. So, sabi nga sa inyo, di ba, ang delta S is greater than 0. Kaya always positive siya. So, the statement of balance expressed as rate is time rate of change of entropy in a controlled volume plus net rate of change in entropy of flowing streams plus time rate of change of entropy in the surroundings equals the total rate of entropy generation. So, the equivalent equation for the entropy balance, kung natatandaan nyo, diga dati, meron tayong energy balance sa first law. So, eto na, energy balance for open system. Tandaan nyo yan. Natandaan nyo pa ba yan? Hello? Natatandaan nyo ba yan? Okay, nalimutan nyo na agad. Uy, huwag nyo mo nakakalimutan. Kailangan nyo pa siya sa exam sa Saturday. Hoy. Hello? Meron pa ba ang kausap? Sige nga. Ano ang pangalan ng si... Kasi nakakausap ko siya. Kasi ba yun? Ilagan George. Tingnan ko na lang ng plus. So, plus 3 for active participation. May plus 3 po siya sa midterms. Anyways. Sige, nakalagay na sa total bonus. Asa na ba ako? Yan. So, for the equivalent equation of the entropy balance for the open system, dmscv over dt plus delta S mass flow rate, Fs plus d delta and total entropy of the surrounding over the delta T equals the total S generation is greater than or equal to 0. So, yung SG daw is that entropy generation. Okay? So, ito yung time rate of change of entropy in controlled volume. Kaya may CV. Ito yung net rate of change in entropy of the flowing stream, Fs. Then, the time rate of the entropy in the surroundings. Kaya siya naka-over sa dt. Kasi naka-time rate. So, ito na yung symbolic equation nitong nasa taas. So, let the rate of the heat transfer Qj with respect to the particular part of the control surface be associated with T. Hindi mo omega to eh. Nakalimutan ko itong symbol na ito. J, which is the temperature of the surrounding. So, delta, total entropy of the surrounding over delta T, or time ito, equals the summation of Qj over TQj. Okay? So, isubstitute nyo to doon sa kaninang equation. The general rate form of entropy balance is now dmscv dt plus delta Sm Fs is the summation of Qj over Tj equals the total entropy generation is greater than or equal to 0. Okay? So the final term reflects the second requirement that it be positive for the reversible process. There are two sources of the irreversibility. First, internal irreversibilities, those within the controlled volume, and secondly is the external thermal irreversibilities, those resulting from the heat transfer across finite temperature difference between the system and the surrounding. Okay, so ito yung dalawa. This one and this one. Okay? So for the steady state, again, we have the steady state flow processes. The mass and the entropy of the fluid in the controlled volume is constant. Then the equation becomes, nawala na po yung first part. Ito, nawala ito. Kapag ka steady state flow processes. So we will have two components na lang. The flowing stream and the entropy of the surrounding. If there is one entrance and one exit, M is the same for both streams, and dividing through by M yields the delta S only. So, ibig sabihin, kapag daw same lang yung flow rate from the entrance and the exit, this one will be 0. This one will be 1, equivalent to 1. So, nag-times 1 lang siya, kaya naging delta S na lang. So, again, kapag ka yung M is equal initial and the M at the final, or M at the entrance equals M entrance, and M at the exit is equal. So, ito yung equation. So, last two topics, calculation of ideal work and lost work. So, for the complete reversible process, the entropy generation is 0. The energy balance become. So, yung SG daw is equivalent to 0. Ito kanina. Ito. So, equivalent na siya sa 0. Kaya, yung equation natin, kung simplify natin, kapag ka ito ay steady state, this is steady state, kasi ideal work, steady state, we have this first term, and the second term is equivalent to 0. And to simplify these two, we have Q equals T delta S and mass flow rate of the flowing stream. So the ideal work in the shaft work, okay, this is the shaft work of the complete reversible process for a single stream flowing through a controlled volume. We will have this formula. Work of the ideal work equals the mass flow rate times delta H minus T delta S. Or the ideal work equals delta H minus T delta S. Patapos na mami. Okay? So next, for the ideal work, the actual work or the WS or the shaft work is given by the energy balance, and the comparison can be made of the actual work in the ideal work. So when the ideal work is positive, it is the minimum work required to bring about a given change in the properties of the flowing stream, and it is smaller than the shaft work. Okay, so the work required equals the ideal work over the actual work or the shaft work. So this is given as the positive. So when the ideal work, wait lang. When W of the ideal work or the ideal work is negative, absolute value of the ideal work is the maximum work obtainable from the given change in the properties of the flowing stream, and it's larger when the absolute value of the actual work or the shaft work. So the work produced equals the shaft work over the ideal work. So binaligtad. Mapapansin niyo. Tandaan ha, kapag ka positive, this is the minimum work, and kapag ka negative, this is the maximum work. Kapag ka positive, smaller than the work shaft or the actual work, and kapag ka negative, larger than the work shaft or the actual work. So, ano pa isang work? Lost work. So, availability is defined as the maximum amount of reversible work that can be extracted from a system. So, lost work is work that is wasted as the result of irreversible in a process. It is defined as the difference between the actual work and the ideal work or for the process. So, for the lost work is the actual work minus the ideal work. Okay? So, yan lang yung equation. Oh, ang dami pa. Oh, konti na lang. So, since 8:01 na, I think magsa-stop na ako at madami-dami na naman akong na-tackle regarding dito. And ang problem solving na nautang ko, ay ibig sabihin ko ay naligdangan natin. Nasaan na yun? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 out of 8. Kasi 8 lang naman yung ano dito, problem solving. Okay. So, do you have any question? Clarification, violent reaction, any suggestion? Buti po sana attendance po are. Okay, anong pangalan? Sige. Name, dear. Anong name? Mercado. Asan ka? Nag-present ka naman kanina. Alday. Ilagan, George. Sanchez. Si Mercado, nag-present ka naman kanina. Mercado. Oh, nag-present ka kanina. Wala si Pagaduan, Natalie. Wala din si De Ramos, Nathaniel. Si Castillo Charis, nandito ba si Castillo? Castillo, wala akong nabasa. Walang Castillo Charis? Okay, so, yun lang. Save ko na, baka makalimutan ko pa. Okay, so ang pending natin sa aking slides ay 3. 1, 2, and 3. So, konting kembota lang to. 2 problems lang yung corresponding dito sa dalawa. So, if meron akong makitang sources na mas mas madali kasi ito i-explain kapag ka naka-problem solving. Itong mga equations na to. Compare sa i-discuss ko lang isa-isa. Mas maintindihan nyo to kapag ka nag-problem solving. Kaya dapat, kapag ka meron tayong Saturdays na lectures, sana ay maka-attend kayo para at least naiintindihan nyo ko yung pinakasabi ko in terms of concept ng topic natin. Okay, so thank you again for attending and see you on Saturday. Please do prepare for the part 2 of your exam. I hope na lahat ay makapasa na. Kung hindi man makapasa ay kahit man lang malapit sa passing. Kahit pumipti lang kayo. Pero no, dapat maka-60 kayo. Target natin dapat maka-60 kayo and above. Pero kung alangan naman talaga kahit malang maka-50, pag naka-50 kayo sa mid, basta pag mga di ba, after 100 ang mga exam. Kapag ka nakaka-50 kayo or sa mga midterms, malaki yung chance nyo na makapasa. Pag nakaka-50 kayo. Kasi pero kasi sabi nyo, okay lang basta passing rate. Basta targetin nyo maka-50 ng midterms and finals, ako na ang bahala sa iba. Maliban na lang talaga kung ang estudyante ay hindi ko nakikita sa klase, wala masyadong attendance sa akin, hindi na masyadong nagbibigay ng effort, ay doon tayo mahihirapan. Diba? So targetin natin maka-50, kahit yun lang ay magawa nyo. Kasi kahit alam ko, parang kita ko naman sa scores nyo, kailangan nyo lang maka-30 to 40 dun sa problem set ngayon. Mga 30 to 40, makaka-50 na kayo sa ano. Kasi, walang nakaline, dun sa lahat na na-checkan ko, 06, 06, tsaka 05. Wala akong na-checkan na line of 3 in terms of concept. Laging line of 2, line of 1. So, kung ganon, dapat maka 30 to 40 kayo sa problem solving. Kaya si Di Makulangan ay naka line of 20 siya, plus line of 20 din sa problem. Line of 2 sa multiple choice, line of 2 sa problem solving, plus y plus 10 pa siya. So, kaya na siya naka 50. Okay, so konting kembot lang yon. Makukuha nyo din. Okay, so again, thank you for attending. See you on Saturday for your part 2 of your exam. Dun sa nawawala ng calculator, PM nyo ako. Nasaan na ba yon? Ang calculator ay Casio FX991ES, class WIS, black and white, may pangalan sa likod, and may pangalan sa may takip din. Ang pangalan ay ABM, Ron Joman M. Karandang. Meron ding nakalagay na Maramot Bianca. Hindi ko alam kung sino talaga may-ari nito. Tanggalin mo yung mula. Okay, so thank you for attending and still have a nice day. Nice day kasi hindi pa naman tapos ang araw, and happy dinner. See you on Saturday. Please prepare na lang payment for the exam, ha? Siguro mga ano yun? 5 pages? Para madami kayong mapagsulatan. Bye!